Pester Fips?
Well, hello, Brownsville. I'm Pester Fips, and I am androgynous, which means that I have a penis as well as a vagina. But only one of them is functional, and I'm not telling which. That's a little game that I like to play with people. The Five-Gender Alliance Party represents majorities and minorities. The majorities are normal sexually gendered people like males and females with penises and vaginas. And then there are men, the minorities are men with vaginas, women with penises, and people like myself, hermaphrodites, who have both.
Well, I'd like to see that.
Well, just see me afterwards, sweetie.
No way.
You see, what our alliance stands for are the sexual rights of everybody. Even the little-known sixth group, which are people that have no genitalia. They're born smooth down there. We'll all run city government together as one big happy family. Up until now, there's been too much gender prejudice. We can change that with the Five-Gender Alliance. Vote for my party. We'll all have fun.
Now it's time for our open forum discussion on the issues most affecting the people of Brownsville. The first topic of discussion, which was decided by a 900 poll over the summer, is crime in the streets. What can be done, asks the population of Brownsville. Mayor Woolsworth?
Well, crime is a pain in the ass, but it won't go away with the wave of a magic wand, Mr. Truesman. What we need are more cops on the streets and more prisons lining those streets. Every other building should be a prison. Every citizen should own a gun, and we ought to get that death penalty up and running again. I'm in favor of the library card approach to assault weapons. Let every citizen own a gun provided by the city on a rotational basis. I would say it will be like the Gun of the Month Club.
That's crazy. Most criminals are men anyway. What we should do is tie a cord around their genitals, and if they do something wrong, they'll learn not to do it again pretty darn quick.
We have to learn to forgive.
Yeah, but you're not going to forgive the guy who hits you on the back of the head and steals your paycheck, are you?
Why don't we all just lay back and have a few beers, huh?
Crime happens because a city has misfortune. You have to work to create good luck. We probably have very bad karma here in Brownsville. I have always felt a dark presence under the streets.
And what were you doing under the streets?
Crime is a natural process where the weak fall to the strong. Money doesn't disappear. It just changes hands. If we could depopulate the city, there would be less crime.
So what do you propose we do, Mr. Knockwurst? Line up a few families and blow them away?
Well, yes, in theory, but you can't actually do that.
Well, I'd rather take the young male hoodlums and leash them up. Train them to behave. That's what they really want anyway, a heavy hand.
We have to work with these kids, have a big brother and big sister program set up so that
all the big brothers and little sisters do is beat the shit out of their little brothers and little sisters and steal their money. It's dog eat dog out there. The idea is old and stale as my grandmother.
Well, the crime question is a big one, and we don't have time to deal with it all. Our next topic is drugs and how to deal with them. Mr. Flypole?
Thank you. Drugs are important, Brant. They are a necessary component of relaxation and mind expansion. I would legalize all drugs except heroin and crack and cocaine because they just make everybody too uptight. I mean, look at all the alcohol-related deaths from car accidents. It's amazing that the government hasn't legalized drugs already.
Oh, drugs put you in touch with your true destiny. I believe we can learn from them and balance the budget as well.
drugs damage the souls of those poor children who ingest them and those adults who cannot find a responsible position in society.
Who's to say that the responsible people do not use drugs, Father Cranberry?
How can they? It ruins their judgment. God tells us that the fruit of life is Jesus Christ. He